welcome to a beautiful sunny day in Bristol. It's Saturday and I'm on my way to Keynsham to a cyclocross route. I'm stuck in traffic at the minute, so I thought I'd just quickly record a little bit of thoughts about cyclocross and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I rode a bit of cyclocross for the first time in 2017. I rode 3 races and I got progressively worse throughout them. In my first race I came 3rd from last, and in my second race I came 2nd from last, and in my last race that I did at New Year in 2017 I came dead last. Now, I enjoyed the cyclocross racing that I did. I'm just not very good at it. I've always ridden bikes and I've raced bikes since I was about 12, but I've only ever ridden kind of time trials and triathlon kind of bike races. I've never really ridden much in the way of bunch races on the road because I didn't really enjoy the way other people rode, because their bike handling sucks, as does mine. And cyclocross is all about bike handling. It's got a lot more to do with mountain biking than it has to do with road biking, but I did enjoy it. There's a dedicated cyclocross course in Keynsham in Bristol that they're running a training session on today, and what I'd really like to do is try and get to the point with my my bike handling over the next couple of months where I can race a bit of cyclocross and not feel like that guy that got interviewed on TV who'd actually gone in for a job interview.
Is the editor of the technology website News Wireless. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Were you surprised by this verdict today?
Because that's how I felt throughout all of my cyclocross racing that I've done. I literally felt like I was a toddler that had walked into an adult conversation, didn't really know what I was doing. So the plan today is just to try and test my knee a little bit. Cyclocross has been the thing that in my mind I've been thinking would be the biggest challenge for my my torn meniscus, and the fact that I can run and ride on a turbo or on a TT bike it's a very linear thing in terms of the motion of what the knee's doing, whereas with cyclocross there's a lot of shifting around, mounting, dismounting, twisting your foot to get it in and out of the cleats. So it'd be interesting just to be able to test this under a bit of a controlled environment. It is a beginner's session, and even though I have done a bit of cyclocross racing, I am most certainly a beginner, if not worse. So I'm looking forward to trying that out and just seeing how the knee fares, to see if it is something that's viable or whether cyclocross really is something I need to write out of my interests, my goals for the future. So we'll see how we get on. So I survived the cyclocross. It's great fun. It was really enjoyable getting back onto the CX bike and taking a bit of time to work on some skills. Knee held out, which was good. Did some of the dismounts and mounts, which was really good to kind of just do in a cycle. A massive thanks to the Shamcross guys for putting that event on. Absolutely fantastic. And then yesterday, Sunday, me and the boys went to, well, we went here. Boys, where are we?
We are in Wales.
We're at the wave, aren't we? It's November. So do you think November is a good time of year to go in the water outside? But we're all going to go in anyway, aren't we? So we've got thick wetsuits. The irony being that I actually hurt my knee a little bit falling off the board. I'm terrible at surfer, and the wetsuit I had was a size too small for me really. So whilst I was nice and warm in the water, it was 6 degrees, I actually ended up not being able to move around very much. So but I had a good time. It was good fun. Me and the boys had a right laugh there. Post videos like this, you get some really lovely messages from people saying don't be so hard on yourself, you know, you're doing fine, you know, be kind to yourself, all those kind of things, and they're well meant, of course, and they are highly appreciated. But I think sometimes what people don't realise is that being tough on myself is the way that I make progress. I've never really made progress by being kind to myself. It's always a case of looking at what you're not doing very well that has the biggest impact on making improvements. So whilst I get the sentiment, I'm not actually being tough on myself. I think kind of being too kind to yourself is the route to kind of accepting mediocrity. I've never really been happy where I am. I like getting to where I'm at. The journey is the thing I enjoy, and to make that journey work, I have to be hard on myself and look at the things that I'm not doing very well and try and make those improvements. And at the moment there are lots. I'm not eating very well, I'm really not exercising very much at all. And I could make excuses for that, or I could try and find out what those reasons are and make them right. There are lots of things that I kind of need to try to do right that actually in the past I've done well. I don't think that's being hard on myself. I do appreciate the comments, but I really don't see it as being me being hard on myself. What's the purpose of this week's video? Well, over the last couple of months, some old habits have been creeping back in, and some good habits that I had have been slipping. When we get these kind of errors with something like a Garmin or a laptop or something, what we usually do is a bit of a hard reset. We put everything back to its factory settings and we start from scratch again. And truthfully, that kind of feels like what I need to do at this point. What I need to do is draw a line under these habits that have been creeping back in, the things that I've got in my life that I don't need to have in my life, and I need to start bringing back into my life the things that I haven't got in my life that I do need. And as I said previously in the video, I'm not one of those people that needs to particularly be kind on myself. I need to look at what's going on in my life and make those changes. That's Michael Jackson, right? Man in the Mirror. I knew I knew that song from somewhere. Maybe I do need to take a look at the man in the mirror. Oh God, that's not going to be the name of the video. I already had a name for this video. I'm going to stick to it. And it is about having a hard reset. It's about pressing those buttons and just kind of going, look, now you got to get your act together, really. And this weekend showed me that I've had a really good time kind of having a bit of fun with some training, and I think that's something that's going to need to continue. But I do need to get out running again. I do need to start swimming, and I have got a busy couple of weeks and I just need to squeeze it in where I can. But I need to replace the things that I'm doing that I don't need to be doing with the things that I do need to be doing, that do make me genuinely in the long term make me happy, as opposed to just grabbing those things that make me happy in the short term. Anyway, it has been a bit of a rambling video. I think I kind of know what I'm trying to say in my head, but I'm not entirely sure that I've completely got it across in this video this week. But you can't be perfect all the time, and I'm not going to be hard on myself about that, otherwise I can get people saying don't be hard on yourself about these videos. That's fine, I haven't got a problem with it with this video. I haven't really got a huge amount of time to worry about redoing it and editing it and all that kind of stuff. But that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm gonna make that change. I can't finish the video like that. I can't finish the video like that. Anyway, have a good I'll make myself laugh. If you like rambling videos about triathlon and mental health stuff, then hit subscribe and like, and I'll be interested to know kind of what your thoughts are on this video, because I'm a little bit lost myself. I think I know what I'm trying to say. If you think that you can summarize what I'm trying to say better than me, then do so in the comments. I'd really appreciate that, but I think I know what I'm trying to say. Who knows? Anyway, time to go swimming. Have a good one. Cheerio.